Hi everyone, welcome again to G9ijaTV to our daily news review. My name is Olatunde. I'll be going to some juicy stuff happening. We're mostly in Nigeria today. Now, without much ado, I just want to start with the first item that I actually want to talk about. It has something to do with the Lagos Lagoon Carnival set to hold in December. So let me just share this out very quickly. I hope you guys had a great weekend. So well, I kind of had a great weekend anyway. So weekend is over and the beautiful Monday is about to start. So right, you can actually see that. Right, okay. So he said the Lagos Lagoon Carnival is set to hold in Lagos in December 2024. This is like less than, well, just about 3 months exactly. This stated at media briefing held at the Watercress Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos on Friday. The carnival aims to enhance socio-economic activities of Lagos State in a fun manner and feature many activities, including performances and interactive activities designed to engage attendees across different age groups. The carnival will also include a beauty pageant that aims to reach feminine qualities and attributes that embody the uniqueness of Lagos. Tagged Queen Lagos. The winner of the beauty contest will be the face of Save Our Waters campaign, and initiative targeted at fostering clean water environment and sanitation. In addition to the beauty pageant, an award ceremony tagged Best of All Time will be held in celebration of personalities from various fields of endeavors who have made impact in the blue economy and the development of Lagos State. Speaking at the unveiling of the carnival, the CEO of Mike Idol's concert, Olumuyiwa Adesoya, who is the initiator of the event, noted that it is aimed at improving trade and commerce within the water transport industry and beyond. He added that a party will be held on water bridges and boats as well as online with water transport available at different locations. Wow, I think definitely we're going to G9ija uh, .com will definitely be on ground. We're going to be there and we're going to be streaming live the activities that's going to take place. So it's something we ourselves are actually buying into, and we're going to be pretty much into it. So if you're looking for something to do in December, you need to look out for this program, Lagos Lagoon Carnival, set to hold in December. So I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be catchy. People are going to have a good time after having with all that is happening with the economy. But you need to be, we need to remind ourselves that this thing is a global issue. So, but with God, we can do all things. So that's one thing I just want to remind everyone of. So look out for it there. I think we're going to be publishing this anyway. So just let everyone know something to actually look forward to. After all, after working so hard, it's a good idea to really, let down your hair, have some fun, and thank your God that you're alive. So it's going to be better. So the next item that we've got, right, the next item we've got is the the River State governor. So this issue of Wiki and Governor Fubara of River State, I don't know why the powers that be, the presidency is not really, getting on board, because at the end of the day, I think it's kind of distracting from the real issue itself. I think it's distractive. They really need to actually get on board. They need to really, like they need to intervene. I think this has gone on long enough. This is not a celebrity, show where some certain celebrities are having a go at each other, on social media. The government should be about focusing, especially at this time where there's economic, downturn. So the government need to be focused on that, not Wiki fighting Fubara fighting Wiki, or whichever the case is, so that they can actually stem, this thing. There's enough challenges as it is. So why are they going on about this as if, is it that we don't have better things to do? This shouldn't be the case at all. It shouldn't be. I mean, let me just share the screen so you can see the information that is on here. you know um Governor Fubara, basically the River State governor, has responded firmly to former governor uh Nyesom Wike amid the ongoing political tensions in the state. It recalls that Wike on Saturday was at River State for your People Congress, where he was conferred a title. In a bold statement, Fubara said, "I won't give my kidney or liver to remain governor. Nobody should apologize for me." He emphasized his willingness to stand alone for what he believes is right, stating, "If I'm the only person who needs to stand on the side of right, I will stand there. I don't need anybody to stand with me." This statement underscores the growing rift between Fubara and Wike as the governor asserts his independence in the face of mounting political pressure. I think the only thing I just want to say about this is that okay, before I even come into what my opinion is really, but let's look at this short video by Governor Fubara.
I cannot give my kidney or my liver to anybody. I won't. If that is the only reason for me to be loyal, I will not be.
Can you guys actually leave comments? What do you think about this issue between Wike and the former governor and the incumbent governor, River State? What do you guys think?
I make bold to say it. There is no security agency that in this state that I've called any day to go and do something wrong. I've never. I don't have any need for it. But I know what they do. And they keep failing because God has left them. I will stand for the truth for Rivers people. That is my commitment today. I will stand for the truth.
Wow. So, I mean, this thing has been ongoing for a while now. I think I'm pretty sure that the people of River State are tired. I just don't understand why the presidency has not really involved, or the stake or the political stakeholders in the state and at federal level. Because it's an indictment on them. So it's actually showing that even though Fubara is PDP, and because of former governor Wike standing, he has a good relationship with the presidency. That's why it's the FCT, the governor of the FCT, really. So I just think there are certain things that he needs to be he needs to start demonstrating that he's been a two-time governor, which is quite an achievement. So it should be seen as a force for good. I'm not saying that it's a force for evil, but I think it should demonstrate some level of statesmanship that will sort of, instead of having all these issues, so that everybody can come together, there can be peace. There's enough challenges as it is. So why is there? I mean, do we really need all of this right now at this point in time? There's no need for it. There's no need for it at all. We should actually have a situation whereby there should be a concerted effort. We've got the king makers, the kings, the monarchs, the political heavyweights in River State. What are they doing? This will not allow for a progressive atmosphere to be created in the state. River State is not in a state of war. So why is this being permitted to, continuously? This is dominating, every achievement, everything that the governor is trying to do is going to be clouded by this. So if the indigents of River State, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm hands up. I'm just talking. I'm not a party to anybody or anything. I'm apolitical. I'm not a wiki supporter. I'm not Fubara, but I've read enough to actually realize that, there's a sort of, yeah, we even call it power struggle. Or is that what it is exactly? If the governor that is there, he should be allowed to do what? To actually run the, you know, to actually run the state where he has action for. And I'm not sort of ignorant of the fact that, there are times when people have made, some commitments, to get somewhere. And then after you've made that commitment, now what was being asked for has now manifest. Now the the lender is now asking the borrower, where is my money? I'm just trying to sum this all up. But regardless of all of that, I think River State is bigger than anybody. River State is actually bigger than anybody. These gentlemen should come together and work together for the benefits of River State. I'm not sure if the former governor Wiki, when he was governor, was he having these kind of issues as well? Is this an endemic thing that is happening in River State? I hope not. Anyway, so moving swiftly on. There are too many powerful people in Nigeria, honestly. Everybody wants to power show. When we have enough challenges, if anybody wants to demonstrate their power, they should come and solve Nigerian issues. That is where their energy should be in. That should be the focus. Not trying to show that I'm powerful than you are bigger than me. Come on, we don't need that. I believe that we have more mature people than that in the state. So the next one that we've got now is he said military jet bombed terrorist Kingspin base. So this is information released by the NAF, Nigerian Air Force. Okay, let me just share that. You see, when we have this sort of security issues, then we have people who say they are fighting. Why are they fighting? Where they are fighting each other. That's what the enemies of Nigeria, that's what they are looking for. The enemies of Nigeria are praying that there is division in the country, where state actors are fighting against each other so that people can take their eyes off the ball. What is that? We have issues, all over the place. Bandits, kidnappers, ritualists, herdsmen, call it cowmen, whatever, attacking the people of Nigeria. Then we have people who are fighting themselves when they should be fighting all these enemies of the country. Then we have them facing each other, trying to show who is what. So they are better get their act together. Because if they're going to behave to leave and then allow people that will actually run the state of affairs. Nobody wants to see a situation where the incumbent governor Fubara and former governor Wiki, having all this negative entanglement. The people at the receiving end negatively are the people of River State. Why am I even keep going on about this? We'll dealt with this. So the next thing we've got here is yes, about the military jet bombed terrorist Kingspin Cardinal base. So he said air strikes from the air component of Operation Wild Punch have destroyed a terrorist logistic base located at the Yadi Forest in Giwa local government area of Kaduna State. The base was said to be owned by a terrorist kingpin known as Kadade. That's enough. I don't know, whatever crazy name. So a close ally of the popular terrorist leader Dogo Guide, where we have all this kind of all these crazy people that are going about. We're not in a state of war, and we have all these terrorist kingpin walking around the country with impunity. This is madness. In a statement on Sunday, the Deputy Director of Public Relations and Information, Nigerian Air Force Group Captain Kabiru Ali, noted that the operation conducted on Friday was done after intelligence revealed a high presence of terrorists in the state. He said, in continuation of his sustained intensive air operations against armed terrorists hideout in Kaduna State and its environs, the Nigerian Air Force, under the aegis of Operation Wild Punch, has destroyed the terrorist logistic base at Yadi Fort, Giwa, local government area of Kaduna State. The operation was executed on Friday, September 27, 2024, following credible intelligence reports indicating a high presence of terrorists and their weapons cache in the Yadi forest. Anyway, I think this in itself, really sum it for. What I would just say is that, there seems to be an increase, uh, shall I say, increase activities by the security services. When you're talking about the security services, we're talking about the joint task force and all that. Which is good. Air Force, the Army, and all. So because with this sort of relentless, attack on these guys, we are going to be seeing things happening. But I've also said that it's not just by military means as well. The hearts and minds of the people as well who are supporting them, through cohesion. Because a lot of the villages right in the inner forest area, they are being forced. They're even asking them to pay, protection money, and they don't have a choice. But when you actually have activities, this sort of operations that's being carried out, like this one now, it's called Operations, Wild Punch. That is brilliant. That is great. But they need the people as well. They actually need the people that stays in that, so that their presence will give them, the sort of boldness to be able to say that, say no to these people, and then, that they should have activities, they should have like some sort of incentive palliatives for them, which will help to win their hearts and mind, provide, maybe foodstuff and things. Because some of these people, these terrorists, right, what they're doing is that, so in some cases they are sharing, like they will give them money, then they'll start telling them stories about, oh, Nigerian government does not, doesn't care, they're always fighting each other. This is one of the reasons why I said, principal actors in different states should stop, they should stop fighting. Because the enemies of Nigeria, what they will do is that they will tell them, say, see, you see, look at those states, they are fighting each other. It's because they want to steal. That's what they will start saying, even though it's not true. They're going to be saying things like that. So then those other ones will start to say, oh, maybe it is true, or maybe these people are going to, they will lie to them. Obviously, those people, they don't care about them. They just want, these people are just taking advantage of the security situation, the lapses that we've got in the country. So, this is good news. We can actually see that, our military are really, they are taking the fight to those people. And I'm sure within the next couple of weeks, months, we're going to start seeing the gains, but it must be sustainable. It must be relentless. We shouldn't have it like, oh, after, this sort of operations being carried out, we shouldn't, the next one should not be maybe another few months later or another few weeks later. So, this sort of give confidence to people that, yeah, something is being done, and when we get the people to support, in terms of, like I said, to win their hearts and mind, they'll be able to give, insight, give information about the whereabouts of these miscreants or whatever it is they call themselves. Right. Okay. Now, this one is about, the next story is about love that went sour, and I think this should be a lesson. This would be more lesson for women and for men, in terms of what not to do. So this is really a sad story, albeit a very short one. Let me just get into this very quickly. When you have a man and a woman and they say they are in love, they seems to forget that love has eyes. When you are in love, or like they normally say, when you are crying, we can see. Yes, it's a good thing to be in love, but love have what's it called again? It has eyes. It must have like searchlights. High voltage. You can see clearly in the dark. Even if there's no light, if there's no light, you'll still be able to see. Light. So the story is about this young, you know, this young lady that I think from Edo State. It says how my I hope have I shared this? No. Okay, let me just quickly share it. It's about a young girl that fell in love with a lecturer in I think is it Edo Polytechnic? Yeah. So it says how my Edo Poly lecturer boyfriend left me with twin pregnancy to Japa. Right. A Nigerian woman has narrated how her boyfriend, said to be a lecturer at Auchi Polytechnic in Edo State, abandoned her with a twin pregnancy after securing his visa to the United Kingdom. Please send this if you can find the address so that we can get him sent back. The yet to be identified woman who shared her story on Saturday via social media under the handle hashtag that underscore Edo girl revealed the details of our deal. In a series of posts, she recorded how she met the lecturer in mid 2019 and fell in love, believing they had the future together. He told me about his plan to travel outside the country where his elder brother was. She wrote, adding that when they met, he expressed his dissatisfaction with his lecturing job at Auchi Polytechnic, saying he was seeking greener pasture abroad. By 2022, the lecturer informed her that his visa had been approved, and while she was initially thrilled for him, the joy quickly turned to sorrow when she discovered she was pregnant. When I told him of the pregnancy, he said he wouldn't advise me to keep it because he was traveling and wasn't ready to be a father. She recounted. Despite the potential risk to her life, he pushed for her to terminate the pregnancy, even suggested the use of pills. I just told him I wasn't ready to lose my life, she added. Unknown to her at the time, she was carrying twins. Throughout her difficult pregnancy, the lecturer completely cut off contact. This guy never called even once or replied to my WhatsApp messages. She wrote, adding that our 9 months journey was filled with sickness. She was frequently hospitalized. The twins were eventually born through a cesarean section, with one of the babies placed on oxygen due to complication. Even after sharing the news of the birth, the father remained unresponsive. I did a video with my phone, sent it on WhatsApp to Kola. Still, he didn't reply, she added. The financial stress soon became overwhelming as our family struggled to pay the hospital bills. My mom was running helter skelter just to source funds. She wrote, with the final bill amounting to 233,000 naira. After being discharged, she continued to care for the children alone. I named my child myself, did everything myself. He didn't care or show interest, she lamented. Reaching out to his family also proved fruitless, as his brother in Nigeria blocked her after promising to speak with him. The situation worsened when she traveled to Ondo State to confront his family. She borrowed money from a loan app to make the journey with her mother and children. Upon arrival, the lecturer brother intercepted them at the gate of Adeyemi College of Education, took them elsewhere to avoid creating a scene. When they eventually spoke with the father, he refused to accept responsibility. He insulted me and my family to the extent I started crying. She said, devastated by the verbal abuse, she blocked his number and finally decided to share her story publicly, appealing for help. Please, if you know his family in Ondo, kindly help me to reach out to them. The economy is hard. Feeding, clothing, and the kids need to go to school, she wrote. She added, I'm not interested in marrying Kola or having any relationship with him. I just want my kids taken care of. Meanwhile, social media users have gone out for her by donating money to support her children. In the last post on Saturday, she wrote, I want to thank you all for the support so far. God will bless you all. You will never lack. I have gotten 5 billion so far. Thank you all for all so much. My children and I are grateful. Wow, this is a very heart, rendering story. But I am just so happy that there is light at the tunnel, you know, and this is one of the things about the internet, about social media. It can be a double-edged sword. It can be something about where, Bob the risky guy and the self-appointed Superman, very dark man, who decide that he's just attacking. In fact, today I read that he's attacked another person, on a different distance entirely. I just feel that this guy is just going to just run himself. I felt, initially I was like, oh, okay, this guy is he has balls, so, he's really taking some things. But when you now start attacking people without evidence, slandering people and all that, you are not actually sure, and then you are saying, oh, it's because you are fighting for, social justice, thereby destroying their name. Anyway, that's not the point of this here. But I'm just trying to say that, look at what has come out of it. Netizens have really come out. We too were G9ijaTV is going to find out about this lady, reach out to her, talk to her. Then let us see as well what we can actually do about this. Let's see what some people have to say. This one is very funny. It said, Odo Egi, Ekimogun, Obulameje, Obulameje, Ojusheye. The Ondo I know doesn't support evil wicked. Making a call help this streamer. Yep. I'm from Ondo town. Yeah. So the guy is actually from my state, from my town, actually. Yeah. Whoever wrote this thing here really does mean business that, we don't do this sort of rubbish. Doesn't matter. This guy is a bloody, and I'm sure we're going to find out who he is and we'll drag his ass. I really hope that, he actually, comfort, step up to the plate and do the needful. But this is total rubbish. Somebody said some peps deliberately spread their, oh, come on. Every woman's dream is to be used and dumped. Of course, that's stupid. So that's the thing with, you can see some people online. People just say things, I don't know whether when people are hiding behind the keyboard, behind the screen, they just open their mouths, and all sorts of issues just come out. But I think mistake was made. She did. This is what it is. She made a mistake. So I'm just hoping that everything will actually work out for her fine. Time is a lot. We too would like to actually help. G9ijaTV would like to help as well. So unfortunately, there's no number here. And even there was number here, so one has to be careful, with all these scammers and fraudsters all over the place. It could be a fake one. So, so we need to just find out where the original, how we can get original, where we can actually get the original phone number so that we can be sure that we have an accurate, form of communication that we're able to, get in contact, and we'll just do whatever we too can do, when collectively, when we reach, and I think this is what Nigeria needs to be about, when we make concerted effort, collaborative effort, we can do anything. We should stop, every Nigerian has to be detribalized, every region, for Nigeria as an entity to survive. I'm a nationalist by heart. I'm a nationalist. I believe in national. I don't believe in, you see, when we begin to go our different ways, what usually happens is that when a region goes away, you'll be surprised. The different regions, will begin to say, maybe for instance, now let's say maybe Lagos State now, say, oh, Lagos wants to break away. Say Lagos break away now. Ikeja, Agege, Kurudu. After a while, they will start fighting, saying that Ekpe wants to break away. Ikeja too wants to break away. Saleko wants to break away. Then what happens? The same issue challenges that are there, as long as it's unresolved, it will always continue. Even if those people are there, if we allow Oduduwa, Biafra, Arewa, everybody to go, I understand some of the challenges that is there. It's not perfect in terms of the entity. It needs to be a national conference, obviously, that's agreeable to everybody. There needs to be that. And I think the stakeholders in each of the regions should not be afraid of that. Anyway, back to the focus here. The key thing that I actually believe is that everybody should make a concerted effort. But there are other, there are other ladies like this who needs our help that are not online. If anybody knows, everybody, they don't have to be online. We should be the change we seek. Anybody can be an issue. People should actually reach out and help. So guys, what do you think? Can we make some comments and then just see, I'm sure that she will find somebody that really loves her, definitely. But for that to just abandon her, we don't know what the issue is. I'm sure the truth is this: if we get that guy now, the guy will say something that might be surprising. Maybe it's a bit too premature to just make judgments. But whatever the case is, because of those twins, people should actually help with that judgment. Just whatever. If you find any other person similar to this, help them in your area. That's how we do. That's how we should roll. So like they say, that's how we move. Right. So I think we've actually got okay, we've got this story. It's about a twist that happened in Ibadan that became a tragedy. So we haven't got that much to go on now. Let me just share the screen. So this actually says 5 died, others hospitalized after love feast at Ibadan church. 5 people have died after consuming a meal during a love feast, popularly known as Epese, organized by the Celestial Church of Christ in Ibadan, your state. Several other worshippers are receiving treatments at the Infectious Disease Center, Uludo, in Egbeda, government of the state. The incident occurred last Sunday within the church premises in Akpata Ido local government area. The church source who requested anonymity told the Punch that it has yet to establish whether the PCA was responsible for the death. I heard this the same thing that everyone else, including the victims, heard, and nothing happened to me. It's not clear that the incident is related to the PCA, as some people are claiming various government agencies, including police, DSS, media outlets, even the who have been here to investigate. Their findings haven't been made public yet, but I can assure you it's not about PCA. A staff member at the Infectious Disease Center who spoke anonymously stated that 50 of the victims who were rushed to the center have been treated and discharged. The affected people were brought here for treatment. So far, 50 have been discharged, while others are still receiving care. The spokesperson of the State Police Command, Adiwale Professor, who confirmed the incident, said that investigations are ongoing. Meanwhile, the church leader, Prophet Akin Kelanko, who spoke to the radio station in the state, insists that the incident has nothing to do with ritual, saying it's a cholera outbreak. So this is one of the things that when we actually do go out to eat, we have to be really careful. I have to say, look, if you're there, just pray over your food. That's the only thing that I know that that can safeguard. Of course, keep your eyes peeled out on things. Sometimes you can see how food are treated, in terms of, maybe the food are just being left there, people serving it, whether they've got protective clothing on, or whether they've got gloves on, or whether it's being whether the food is being served in, look around. If it's being served in an hygiene environment, you can call it out or just stay out and just say no. Seriously, I know that Nigerians, we have very strong immune system, because if not, when COVID came, and look, part of the reason I feel that we've done is that fine is by the grace of God. Then I would say secondarily, people they've eaten so much that our immune system over there, God has just prepared us to have very strong. Because if not, the people that will have died during COVID, So I think people should just be, especially this time where there's hardship and everything, for the enemy, that people should just make sure that, be aware. Just don't say because you are hungry. You see, there are some red flags. The red flags are the way the food is being served. Like I said, are they putting on gloves? Because some will just be serving food, and they will maybe cleaning, so using their hand, then they are serving the food. You better run if you see anything like that. So it's really sad. So I just our prayers with them, and we hope everybody gets better. So the last but not the least, this one really funny. So this is the like I said, this is a really funny situation. It's about a goat that was filmed eating inside a large pot. This is very telling. This video has a lot of video to me is almost as if it's a proverb. What I mean by it's a proverb is that well, let me see. Oh, I need to stop this. This one is such that you have goats that is standing inside the pot that is eating. Don't you think that goat is looking for? I think that goat is tired of life. Okay, so let me just share this out now. So this is the last one. It's almost midnight. Right. So it says the story is a video of a goat has parked is there online as it was filmed eating directly from inside. This goat actually, it was not standing outside, as you can see, from inside the large local pot over a burning fire. The goat was standing inside the pot with flames and smoke clearly beneath it, but it appeared to completely unbothered. Watch the video and share your thoughts in the comment. This one is going to become specially spiced goat meat. Let's watch the video.
A video of a has sparked a stir online as it was filmed eating directly from inside a large local pot over a burning fire. The goat was standing inside the pot with flames and smoke clearly visible beneath it, but it appeared completely unbothered.
It's even
Watch
inside
the video
pot
and share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share it.
The people laughing there, honestly. Yeah. See? No, this video, I need to get it. This is unbelievable. Is he looking for a warm bath? Are you sure? Actually, lying there, he will get out of the. Oh yeah, the thing is boiled. Oh, okay. Right. You know, the people that are eating Nigerian money, they are like these goats. People who still Nigerian money, they are like these goats. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that, you know, they are sitting there, they are eating, nothing is happening, just like the goats now. But you'll be feeling some things there and there. And because there's a God that rules over the affairs of men, you cannot steal the people's money in Nigeria and where you call hardship for the people, and you think you will just be enjoying for life. God is not wicked. The judgment of God will come on them. This is the sort of things that there is no way it won't happen, because it's sheer wickedness. The level of hardship, you know, sometimes I feel, you know, part of our leadership just don't show empathy or compassion for the people as long as they are okay. See that goat now, you know, the goat is just busy chopping, you know, it's just there. I mean, obviously there's somebody that actually put the food there. He went inside it and is trying to eat in there, forgetting that the thing. So, you know, when God will catch up with these people, the heat will just be coming up little by little. The goat was even lying down at a point, then because the heat was getting to me, now quickly jump up. Those who are actually still in Nigeria, they have better jump out of where they are, thinking that they have better put a stop to it, because the judgment of God is coming. Thank you, folks. I just want to say thanks for everyone. It's been a pleasure. So we're looking again to be here tomorrow by the grace of God. So I just want to say thank you, everyone, and God bless. So I remain Olatunde. Peace. I'm out. Thank you.